Cowboys best all the way through, and Kings and Crabs, 2 pair, beat the pair of 3s only and has sent the Australian back home to Sydney.
The way they were playing, I felt like I needed to hit a hand, and if I hit it, I was going to get paid off. So even though it will look on TV like it just sort of dribbled away, I really, each stage, I felt like it was the right decision.
$10 and $20, $30,000 up on offer for the courageous Hart. And Hearn, his heart is hard.
Pass.
Call.
Call. Check.
Limp in from Manfredi. Quick check from Michael Shaw. It's 40,000 pot. 7 high for Arthur.
I'm not keen on a limp in with a 5-7, to be honest.
Much better from the Philadelphia boy.
Not when you've got an aggressive player to your left-hand side. Open-ended straight draw.
Yeah, 4 or 9 would make Manfredi a very good hand, and he's not afraid to bet on the draw. That's going to take him the pot.
Yeah, that's good no limit hold'em play. That's very good. You know, if you check and give your opponent a free card and you miss, now what was a very nice hand is a very, very moderate hand. So that was good, solid, strong, no limit hold'em play.
Bright lights of London looking down on the partypoker.com studio. The European Open is taking place here on 5, and Arthur Manfredi has staged a bit of a comeback of late. And now Michael Shaw making a stand. He had not won a pot in quite a while. That's the first tickle he's had. And he had to stick in a heavyweight paperweight to do it. Shuffle, cut, and now the deal. Praying for aces, praying for aces. Shaw does seem to have entered a different gear here, Roy. He's tightened up.
Talk about timing. Look, he's done it again. There was a serious hand behind him.
Yep.
What? They're both all in. Barry Hearn said raise all in. Excuse me, it was a call. Manfredi has gone all in. Barry has called it. And Manfredi has got the edge. But, Roy, this pot is huge. It's over half the chips in play.
It's a 57% chance. Sorry, my apologies. It's a 64% chance, of course, for the ace and the 5, the first card and the 4th card. And the Queen-King, marginal underdog.
Barry Hearn, the player, all in and losing. He's on his face. Arthur Manfredi with a very strong chance to take Hearn out. A king or queen would keep this match alive. Hearn on his face.
6 outs.
Paint it up, he says. Paint up that board. Look how calm Hearn is for possible extinction. Here's the river. Yes. Oh, it's a queen! The lady on the end! And that fist pump! Barry Hearn wanted it. He got it. Do a thingamajig. Arthur Manfredi's just had his heart ripped out, Roy Brindley. The queen on the river.
Down to 6 outs. 6 live cards in the deck. About a 6 or 7% chance of him coming good. And Bazza Hearn comes up smelling of roses.
Tough stuff there. And Barry Hearn, look at his Manhattan.
Wow.
97 hands.
Clean into second spot, 260,000 in chips, just behind Michael Shaw. And now Arthur Manfredi went in front, was absolutely flying high, and now he's on his knees, down to a bowl of rice.
Yeah, and Hearn, you could see by that red line there, he's at his peak chip position.
You know, you get lucky, then obviously, you know, you're going to feel a real buzz. It's the uncertainty, even when you're all in, that moment when the river card goes down, your heart is in your throat, your legs have lost touch with the rest of your body, your head is throbbing, and this is supposed to be fun.
He has never had this many chips.
Heavens forbid if he was to win it, we would have wallpaper poker coverage on every mainstream terrestrial TV station throughout the UK and probably the rest of the world.
Hearn on the button now and not far from the chip lead. Poor Manfredi.
Pass.
And yet he's got some chips and he's tightened up.
Pass.
Laying it down to about 58,000, Roy. He must feel like a canyon has been dropped on his foot.
And Michael Shaw must be thinking, what do I need to do to get heads up here? When on earth are one of these two guys going to knock themselves out?
Well, if Michael Shaw's plan was to let the other two go at it, it finally happened. And a serious short stack now. Under 60,000 is Manfredi. It has to be his low total of the day. All in with a 10 deuce. Roy, he said he couldn't let the blinds go around again. Strong play.
That's the correct move. It's a great move he should have done some time ago, to be honest. And now he's just figuring out how easy it is to pick up the blinds on the button with a pair of chips.
Well, he put it all against the wall there, Manfredi. And just rewards, although they look like peanuts right now compared to that 260,000 chip pot he just lost on the river to Hearn.
But this is how tight it is. If Arthur Manfredi gets his chips in against Barry Hearn and doubles up, he himself moves into second spot.
Wow. It's Shaw on the button right now. A little quiet time here. QT offsuit.
All in.
All in!
That's reckless.
Hesitancy there.
That's reckless. He
What if-
doesn't need to stick the lot in. Listen, he's got a guy behind him, Barry Hearn, with 240,000 in chips. If this guy wakes up with a big hand, which does happen and can happen, well, he's on his knees. That was reckless.
Wow, brash play from Michael Shaw, but he got it through. And picked up 30,000. He's increased his lead. He's back up.
Well, thus far, it's been nearly faultless, but he must stop reckless moves like that. That was uncharacteristic, and it was just not poker. Don't jeopardise your whole stack on a queen 10.
$20,000 on Barry Hearn. He's hot right now. Two big stacks of red. And folding the king.
Okay.
Manfredi says it might as well be right now. And Michael Shaw has called him. We're going to see two hands and 5 more cards. A tap of the table. Manfredi is sucking wind here. Pocket 8s for Michael Shaw. Manfredi down to a jack or diamonds. And diamonds have come. 2 on the board. Manfredi's got a couple outs, but he's all in. Any jack, any diamond.
A couple of outs. He's got plenty of outs. 15 outs in the deck. Sorry.
That's one of them.
Played, sir.
This hand is over. Manfredi finally hit a card. Classy shake.
He makes a straight to boot. No, it wasn't 15 outs. It was just 12, but that gave him a nigh on 48% chance. So when the flop come down, he was healthy enough. And, well, once again, Michael Shaw is saying and thinking to himself, what on earth do I need to do to get heads up?
Manfredi trailing when the chips went in, but he'll have to feel like it was just desserts. Diamond on the turn made 5 from his hand and the board, and a flush beats a pair. Manfredi redeemed.
And at the end of the day, he can stick all his chips in at any time with any kind of hand and get it through like that.
$10,000 and $20,000 and an ace from the dealer position.
And what I like about Michael Shaw, he doesn't tilt. He doesn't lose a pot and lose confidence, or lose a pot and play reckless. Once again, he's found an ace, and once again, he's going to take his chances and raise it up.
Looks like 40,000 from where I'm sitting.
Raise to 40,000.
That is a double the bet. And Manfredi has enough, he says,